So what is up guys, Killerkev today back with a brand new episode of 5 new console mods to hit the Bethesda.net website this week. This is going to be episode 314 within my series, but without further ado guys, let's just jump straight into the video. For our first spot within this video is going to be the Summonable Forgemaster, coming in at 2 kilobytes of a download. The mod author has made a unique looking dwarven centaur as a summonable. This bad boy will level up with the player all the way to level 200. However, they set the current level to 35, which is nice indeed. Start a little bit lower and then work your way up. The Forgemaster is a big and strong version of the vanilla ones to do within games. Obviously this is going to be a one of a kind, definite pickup on this one too. It does perform a fire breath attack similar to the dragons, which is very cool and interesting indeed. This is definitely going to be one of a kind, very unique to the dwarven category, that is for sure. Upon death, the armor cools and shrinks to size to an original one within vanilla based games. So if you are looking for something slightly different and you are a big fan of sort of the dwarven mechanical machines within there, this is going to be a great pickup for you. For the second spot within the video is going to be Lara An Old Friend. This one is coming at 1.1 kilobytes of a download. The mod author has made this mod due to sort of nostalgic factors within this one. I will read the description. I started playing Skyrim in August 2013 and his first character was a Nord named Lara. Ended up putting about 2,000 to 3,000 hours into her, saved overall of course past the 2 years. Played throughout all the way up to level 73 and then deleted the save unfortunately while cleaning up the saves. I know how that is, just because, you know, personally myself I've got a few corrupt and I have to filter through an awful lot, so it's pretty much hit and miss. The mod author recreated this particular character at least 30 times and it didn't stick any of those times. Going back in time with a few bits of technology, it's pretty much recreated that nostalgic fit for her. She is level 100 with maxed out skills and she can be found at the Dawnstars Wind Peaks Inn. Video on screen now to pick her up. Very nice indeed. I love to see these mods. I do sort of like nostalgic feels. They are very sort of homey, very sort of very nice and fulfilling, not just to myself but for the rest of the community. It's obviously something to share. You don't have to pick it up. I just thought it'd be nice to include within the video, as I really just think it's a really cool idea. It's just nice to see that someone with the time and the effort has done a lot of mods. This mod author has got about 100 mods as it currently stands on the Bethesda.net website, and just to bring something forward to themselves. Very nice indeed. So if you want an overpowered follower and you want to experience what this mod author had prior to building this mod, basically playing throughout Skyrim, then there's definitely going to be a nice and interesting one to pick up. Now talking about nostalgic, this one is definitely going to be a big one for a lot of people. This one is going to be the Halo Exploration music. This one is coming at 18.5 megabytes of download. Adds music from the iconic Halo series off of the games, ripped from them straight into the game. These obviously will be playing when you are going around the wilderness. Obviously you will not be playing any of this in this video. I do have to stress to you guys, a lot of people do complain that I don't play sort of little samples in these particular videos. One, got my own background music. Two, I don't want to get a copyright on the channel due to other different things and I don't really want to risk that. And three, obviously my voice is going to be on top. And probably fourth, if you want to bung that in there, I do encourage you guys to go onto the site and get this yourself. This is really interesting indeed. There is a ton of different things, all the way from Halo CE to 2, even into 3 and 4 for these ones, even a couple from the Halo 2 anniversary, which I think are remastered ones. Very interesting indeed. If you are a fan of the Halo and you like exploring, these are pretty much going to go hand in hand. For the penultimate spot within the video is going to be Hecking Heck. This one is coming at 5.3 kilobytes of download. Find Heck just outside Riverwood at the campsite. He is a great follower and an awesome friend. Not too sure what to feel about this one. It's just for the fact of, it's a little bit weird. The description is pretty much plain. This is going to be a Khajiit follower, as you can tell on screen now, with, I do believe, some Royal Imperial armor. Not a fan of the Imperials, as you guys know if you have been a fellow subscriber for a long time. Your boy's a Stormcloak. But if you want a sort of just again another interesting follower due to a mod author, then pick this one up. And for the fifth and final spot within the video is going to be stables near player homes. This one is coming at 39.7 kilobytes of a download. Now for this one, it does require, well, it's a recommended mod that you do have the open cities. For this one, it does make sense via having this mod installed, just for the fact of the open cities mods, if you're not familiar with that, basically allows you to transition from an outer city into the city on horseback with pretty much no loading screens. If not, there will be a short one, but it allows you to take your horse within that particular city. It does kind of make sense, you know, if you look at all these medieval films and you are roaming through a city, they usually would have sort of people roaming around on horses. Now you can have that with that particular mod. And it does make sense for this one. You know, if you're roaming through, say, Whiterun, and you go all the way under sort of the main door itself, over the bridge and everything else, into the sort of settlement of Whiterun, you want to be on your horse, and there is going to be a stable there accommodated to that. So obviously all the player homes will have their own according stables. Whiterun will be directly next to the Breeze home, Riften in the Garden Honeyside, Whiterun the district next to a certain settlement, as you can tell now, Markarth next to the first staircase behind the market stands. They are very close to the player's home. If not, they are going to be hidden just around maybe the corner. Interesting to see, but for this one it does give a full description. So if you do have a favourite city that you do like visiting, obviously mine's going to be Whiterun, there will be a full location and a description on where to find them. So guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, I would very much appreciate a like on the video. Also, let me know in the comment section below, as always, if you'll be grabbing any of these particular mods. Guys, I'm not too sure what to say. This week has been a little bit lackluster. Some of the bigger mod authors have kind of pulled out this week. There's not a lot going on, to be totally honest. It's kind of dying down. Hopefully we can see some breath of fresh air. Hopefully when Fallout 76, maybe they will have mods that would be interesting to cover. As primarily, as you guys can tell on the channel, I do like covering the Elder Scrolls games. Have done Fallout 4, but not as much as or interesting as I felt for the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Obviously when the new Elder Scrolls comes out, that will have mods, fingers crossed, and we will be covering that like we have done with Skyrim. But 76 will be a different kettle of fish, and I'm very interested to see if it does have mods. If it will, do not worry, we will be all over that. And with that being said, if you're new around here too, make sure to click that subscribe button. Also, turn on the post notifications with the little bell right next to it. You will get a notification for every single time I post a video to the channel. But until the next one, guys, Killerkev and Killerkev out.